WBA World Heavyweight title bout last summer against John Ruiz. A close fight when he was disqualified in the 10th round.
I know I won the fight. I know I was wrong. That's the first thing. Secondly, I know how to train better now. I mean, you know, when I was training for the world title fight, I trained extra. You know, I trained too many weeks, and we trained 6 days a week nonstop and didn't rest our body. But now, you know, I know how to rest my body, and I know how to train better now.
Now Johnson's trained by former world champ and Boxing Hall of Famer Curtis Coates, who's convinced he has a future world title belt holder in tow.
Back in '93, when he first came to Dallas to train, I saw that he had a lot of speed. He wanted to be a champion even at the beginning. When he had his first pro fight, he was working towards being a world champion. And I told him, I said, Kurt, that I don't train you just for a fight. I'm training you to be a world champion. So we started from day one trying to be a world champion, and we're finally going to get there pretty soon.
So whomever wins tonight's bout is back in the world heavyweight spotlight, every boxer's goal.
And you know, Barry, usually when you have one of these crossroads fights, it's a youngster coming up, a veteran trying to keep what he's got, meeting at the crossroads of their career. Tonight, that's not the case. That's not the deal here. We got two veterans, two real professional prize fighters. Both know exactly what the fight means. Both know exactly what they're doing in that ring behind us. I think it's a real intriguing fight.
Yeah, each has had his moment in the sun, but only one is going to have a second chance at it. They say you fight to get there the first time. The next time, you fight to win. That's the story of this fight. We'll be back. For a title. However, the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship is not really what it's all about. What it is all about is what comes next for the winner of this fight. And for that matter, for the loser of this fight. Here is a look at Kirk Johnson, and here is Lou Savarese. Here is the tail of the tape brought to you by Just for Men Hair Color. Just for Men, not just a hair color. The Rejuvenator. Look at the numbers in this fight, and Lou Savarese, of course, 7 years the senior of Kirk Johnson. He is running out of tomorrows. He wants to take that next step, and he wants to do it right now. And, of course, the way to do that is through Kirk Johnson. He's got a 3-inch height advantage and a 4-pound weight advantage. But really, other than the age factor, not much to choose between these two. Johnson, the boxer, although he's got 24 knockouts in his 33 wins, and Savarese, of course, the puncher, 35 KOs in his 43 wins. Right now, let's meet the fighters in our main event as we go up to the ring and Amy Hayes. Amy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Goosen Tudor Boxing in association with Duva Boxing and the Club Life are proud to present to you the main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to separate the men from the boys. 12 rounds for the WBO Intercontinental Championship. WBO supervisor in attendance, Mark Reels. Dallas, Texas, are you ready to box on Fox? Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 243 pounds with a record of 33 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, and 24 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He's ranked number 7 with the WBA, number 8 with the IBF, and ranked number 8 with the WBO from Dallas, Texas, Kirk Johnson. And his opponent, to my right, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 247 pounds with a record of 43 wins, 4 losses, 35 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He is ranked 9th on the IBF and WBO and number 14 with the WBC from Houston, Texas, Lou Savarese. And your referee and man in charge, Lawrence Cole.
Come on, Lou. All right, gentlemen, I gave you instruction in the dressing room earlier. I want you to obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Understood? Touch them up. Good luck to both of y'all.
Kirk Johnson fought for the WBA heavyweight title last year, was disqualified in that fight. He wants to fight for a title again, but he's got a 6'5" mountain of a man in front of him that wants to keep him from doing that.
Johnson, the boxer Savarese, the puncher. Not to say Johnson doesn't have some pop.
When I talked to Lou a couple of days ago, he told me that he really thought that Ruiz in their fight showed that if you put a lot of pressure and you're relentless on Johnson, that he will wilt a little bit. And so he said he wanted to back Johnson up, make Kirk Johnson fight backing up, which he doesn't think he would do as well.
Right hand over the top by Johnson. First punch that matters of this fight.
Johnson quite aggressive for him here in the opening moments.
He's fought only one fight since that DQ against John Ruiz. That was against a guy named Jeremy Bates. He whacked him in the second round.
It's not usually about knockouts with Johnson. He has a decent punch, but this is a skilled guy. This is a guy who really knows his way around the ring. Savarese has gotten himself into very good condition for this fight, as he was when he fought Witherspoon.
Yeah, and that was probably his best fight. He has not fought since then. That was in September of last year. Good right hand by Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson picking Savarese apart here in the first round. Keep in mind, however, that Witherspoon landed a monstrous, devastating right hand in the first round of their fight, and he was able to survive that and then came back and was able to get Witherspoon out of there. He credited his conditioning to that. That is not a knockdown.
No, it is not. Slip. You know, it's interesting, Rich, you look at the left eye of Lou Savarese, and it's got some swelling under it already, and you would have to think that maybe that had already started before he ever stepped in there, because it's very quick.
Kirk's landed some clean punches, some very good jabs, and a good strong right at one point.
Stop, right, let go, step back.
Must have been a mild clash of heads there in the corner, because Lawrence Coles gave both of them a look over their heads when they came out of there.
Savarese blocked that right hand from Johnson.
Let go of him. Let go of him.
Impressive first round for Johnson, mixing it up, combinations, using his speed and his very good boxing ability.
Savarese finishing the round better. He's getting that left hand up now, and that right coming over the top is not getting there as it did early in this round.
Kirk Johnson was fairly heavily favored over John Ruiz when they fought for the WBA title last year. It was a close fight. I had Ruiz ahead. Most of those at ringside did have Ruiz ahead. And, of course, the judges all had Ruiz ahead. But Johnson was very much in the fight, and that was with having some points deducted because of the low blows.
The left hand by Johnson. Savarese unable to really get on track in this first round.
Take a look at the scouting report. Here you see Kirk Johnson. You saw some of those world-class skills. He's a very good boxer. Knows how to feint, throw a punch, good combinations. Strong amateur background. He had a lot of good fights fighting up in Canada. Olympic representative for Canada in 1992. He was able to overcome a sparring partner mentality that he had when he sparred with Evander Holyfield, but he's become a world-class fighter. There's Savarese. Good jab. He really didn't get it uncorked, nor did he get that uncorked, the powerful right. He's got lots of heart. He's over in the corner. He took kind of a lathering in that first round, but he'll come back. There's a guy that actually had tryouts with the Yankees and the Mets when he was in high school. Yeah, if he'd have devoted as much time to baseball, he might have been able to hang in there and have a baseball career. Instead, it was boxing.
Fought in the Olympic trials in 1988. Lost a quarterfinal match to Riddick Bowe, who wound up being a heavyweight champion. Sean O'Grady joins us at the table, and Rich and I agree, very good first round for Kirk Johnson.
What a fantastic first round. You know, in boxing, power rules. If you've got the power, you are king, except when you face someone with the speed of Kirk Johnson. Wow, he was really terrific that first round. Let's see if he can keep going.
The left hand by Johnson.
You know, so many times, too, you go in a fight, and first thing you have to do is you have to frustrate your opponent. Make him think you're going to get hit with everything. And then all of a sudden, he's easier to settle down and then get into the fight. That's what Kirk Johnson is doing here.
Just being very sharp early in this fight.
So sometimes you beat your opponent mentally first, and then the easy part is beating them physically.
Another right hand and a left hook behind it. And the left eye of Savarese is swelling and reddening at the same time.
Well, he's eating a lot of punches, eating a lot of jabs. Johnson's just fighting a perfect boxing match so far. But Savarese has got a lot of power, and he's willing to, you know, take a lot of shots to get his in. He feels that he'll eventually be able to wear Johnson down. But that eye is becoming a caution already.
Yeah, see where he's carrying the left hand, Lou? He's carrying it down right in the front of his chin. He needs to move that up over that left eye, right over the left eyebrow. Keep from getting hit from those right hands. The whole side of his face really reddened. Good left hook from Lou.
I think it was a knockout over a puncher, you know, like Savarese. It was a knockout of Oleg Maskayev. And this is when Maskayev was going good. Not, you know, now he's faded from the scene, but when Maskayev was really going good and well respected, and Kirk Johnson knocked him out. I mean, he blew him out of there. I think it was 4 rounds. And that really catapulted Johnson into the mix in the heavyweight picture.
And he fought him just like this. I saw the fight. He was just like this. He was very elusive first, landing his shot. The rule in boxing is to hit your opponent and not get hit. That's exactly how Johnson is fighting it.
Yeah, he really looks quick. He looks sharp. He's been able to stick the jab, hasn't used it a lot. And he'll hook with the left hand, too.
Got Lou following him. You get your opponent following him. He runs into punches like that.
Sure did.
Savarese getting that right hand home for the first time. It's a very powerful shot. His right does carry good power.
Very powerful, but that's not what he needs right now. Right now, Lou Savarese needs to utilize his speed. Take the power off. Come in with the speed. Try to corner up your opponent. Muscle him a bit. Tire him out. Build it up to late rounds and go downstairs. Body shots accumulate. Your head punches, your opponent can shake off. Lou's still head hunting.
I think Johnson would like to keep this fight rather in the center of the ring as much as he can, as he's doing right now. Good uppercut at the belt.
He comes up with the right uppercut, and he'll really take Savarese by surprise. Savarese looking for that left, instead the right uppercut from underneath.
Third round, the first 2 to Kirk Johnson.
I think Kirk Johnson has fought 2 of the most effective rounds of his career. So far he's looked spectacular, but he's got a relentless foe in front of him. This is a long fight, Barry, 12 rounds. Savarese is a guy with a lot of heart, and he's very dedicated, and he's very determined tonight. He's going to keep coming after Johnson.
I think it's important that Johnson keep this fight in the center of the ring.
Kirk Johnson wants Lennox Lewis. He's hoping he can make that fight. He thinks it'd be a spectacular draw in Canada if they were to fight up there, and I think he's probably right. Johnson's Canadian, and of course Lennox Lewis has Canadian roots too.
Right now, let's go to Sean O'Grady, who's with an old pal, Lou Duva. Champ?
Oh, yeah, great boxing man. Duva Promotions promotes Kirk Johnson. What do you see from Kirk?
He's boxing beautiful right now. You know, he's got to keep snapping that jab at this guy. This guy's got a good chin. He's got to go to the body once in a while and then come out up on top. This is an important fight for both of these 2 guys. You know, they're both at the crossroads right now.
Right.
The winner of this fight can go up and fight for a title.
Can Kirk continue this for 12 rounds, Lou?
Yeah, he's got good legs. He's got good legs.
He's pecking at that left eye. You think you see more of that next few rounds?
I see Savarese's left eye closing up right now, and I think it's going to get worse and worse.
It could be just a matter of time.
But Kirk's got to keep that snapping that left jab.
The man of knowledge, Papa Lou Duva. He knows it all, guys.
He is that. This is round 3, scheduled for 12. So far, it has been a fight that has been dominated by Lou Duva's guy, Kirk Johnson.
Although it is Curtis Koch, who is his trainer now, chief trainer.
A little clash of heads there.
Hold on. See the way Kirk Johnson actually pushed Savarese door, so he could get him at long range. Oh, that quick jab, just sneaking out there, Billy.
It's good, isn't it? And I'll tell you, that left eye is not looking good of Lou Savarese.